Hi everyone, my name is Bhavisha and I am a senior product manager at Ocado Technology, where I'm also the chair for Women in Tech. I've been working in tech for over 10 years, and today I'd like to share with you a few thoughts, some insights that I've gained throughout my career journey, with the hope that it will help some of you listening today. Um, Firstly, I'd like to talk a little bit about self-awareness. Um, I've understood over the years that it's really important to understand what I'm interested in and what I'm good at to help me journey get for journey forward faster. Um, so First of all, think about what the right role for you is. Try and understand yourself, your own interests. You can think about what your strengths and weaknesses are. You can do this by reflecting on your previous experience, some of the courses that you've done, what you enjoyed, what you didn't like. You can ask others as well, perhaps your peers, your friends and family. You can ask them what strengths and weaknesses they see in you. I also did a personality test, which was very helpful for me. Um, and Yeah, I did the Brigg-Myers test, which was a free online test online. And that also gave me a breakdown of strengths and weaknesses, and I found that very insightful. Um, you can think about what sparks joy in you. So, what do you enjoy doing? Um, I've often felt like I've worked on things previously that I felt like I should be working on, but in reality, I didn't have any interest in it, and I found it actually very hard to work on these things. So, think about what your interests are. What do you enjoy doing outside of your course? What did you enjoy doing inside your course? What do you like reading about, etc. Try creating some kind of project. Throughout our careers, well, I find that I'm always learning. Learning never stops. So um, create some kind of project for yourself that you can work on to learn new skills. Do you enjoy doing it? Um, and do some research around the area. Any domain will have several different types of roles or specialities. So think about what the roles are and what they entail. You can also have a look at LinkedIn. There's lots of job specs online that will give you some insight. You can go to meetups and also speak to people in these roles. LinkedIn is great for reaching out to people, and I found that in the past that people are normally more than happy to talk to you. Um, and yeah, once you've done your research, create some kind of goal. I'm going to talk about goals a bit later, but try and think about your long-term goal and think about when you're applying for any particular role. Is the role that you're applying for going to give you what's it going to provide you? What kind of knowledge, experience is it going to provide you? What kind of next steps will you be taking once you've completed this role? Like where will the role take you to in the future? Is the company right for you? Throughout the interview process, companies will be looking at fit. They'll be looking to see if the candidate is the right fit for the company. But you should also be evaluating if the company is right for you. Think about what the company's values are. Do you align with these values? What is the work environment like? What's your preference for the environment? So, do you prefer a more corporate environment, a more formal environment, or an informal environment? Perhaps you're looking for a company with a family feel. So think about these things. Another aspect is also work-life balance. What's your preference? For me, I found that work-life balance was really important for me because I have a lot of interests outside of work that I needed time for. And finally, think about the people during the interview process, or even if you're going to a careers fair. It's a great opportunity to meet the people that are working at the company. So try and ask them lots of questions. You can try and see what the team that you're going to work with is like as well. Um, and also consider if the company is going to provide you a mentor to help you hone your skills, and help you with your craft as well as your career journey. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is salary versus experience. Reflecting back, I realized that I actually placed a lot of emphasis on that salary because for me, salary defined success and gave me the validation that I was looking for. In hindsight, this wasn't the best strategy. For now, I understand that actually, in the very early years, experience is really important because the experience is what is going to help you get your future roles, and help you achieve your long-term goal. And again, this is where it's really important to create some kind of long-term goal. It might be for the next 10 years or 5 years. Try and break that goal down into smaller roles or experiences that you require in order to achieve your long-term goal. Um, yeah, that's experience. So you can also try and speak to people again here to understand how they got to where they are and ask for career advice as well. Um, Next, I wanted to touch a little bit on um, fear and failure. Um, this I felt was really important to talk about because often fear can hold you back from going for what you want. So often I find myself doubting my own capabilities or my own skills. And the thoughts play out in my head that are very negative, playing out scenarios of failure. And I found that really this just delays you in trying to, well, it's delayed me in trying to um, re- attain the goals, or any challenge or tasks that I have in front of me. So what I've started doing is to reframe negative thoughts into opportunities for learning and growth. So any challenge that I'm facing, I'm going to learn something from it. So there is going to be like no negative outcome. Like even a rejection from a job application is a learning experience because you can get feedback and you can learn throughout the process, and you can take those learnings and apply them to your next challenge that you have. Create small goals for anything that if you feel is overwhelming or anything that you don't know how to handle. Just breaking any task down into much smaller steps is really helpful. And it also helps to just slowly build confidence over time. I've also found that I am becoming more aware of my thoughts. So if I catch myself thinking negatively, I try and switch to more positive thoughts. At the end of the day, the negative thoughts aren't reality. They are just thoughts in your mind. And you actually don't know what the outcome is going to be until you've put yourself into a situation or done any task that's in front of you. Um, so I just remind myself I actually have no idea what is going to happen. I just have to give it a go. Um, so yeah, so and I found that's been incredibly helpful. And just to conclude this session, I just wanted to share with you the Ocado Technology careers page. Please do head there, check out the open roles. The Ocado values are also there, and you can find more details about our graduate rotation scheme. Thank you very much for listening today.